Hello and welcome to another planning appeal case study video. I'm John Peters, and in this video I'm going to explain how we overcame a recent refusal by York City Council for one of our clients. This planning appeal was to overcome the refusal for a Greenbelt Caravan Holiday Park removal of condition that was refused by the local authority, which was City of York Council Planning Department. Our client was initially booked in for a free, no obligation consultation to run through the refusal reasons that had been used by City of York Council and to evaluate if an appeal was viable or if an alternative option could be best suited for them. The free no obligation consultation, which took around for this case about 40 minutes, found that this case was viable for appeal to the Planning Inspectorate, taking away the decision process from the City of York Council Planning Department. This case was refused by the City of York Council for the following reasons. Condition 4, which was considered necessary to provide a very special circumstances need to justify the creation of a caravan site within the Greenbelt, is no longer necessary. In particular, the applicant has failed to demonstrate the lack of demand for equestrian holidays by failing to market the site for a substantial period. The way I read the condition that had been imposed on the application effectively restricted the use of the holiday park unless you brought along your own horse. Obviously, in the real world, that's far too restrictive, as the venue wished to offer horse riding and other horse related activities to those people who would like to have a horse or are not able to have one on their day-to-day life. This park was meant to be inclusive in that way. Unfortunately, the planners at York City Council decided to make the use so restrictive and effectively imply you needed to bring a horse with you, or it's a no-go holiday site for you and your family. Truly, another strange planning appeal case, and one I doubt we will see the same type of case anytime soon. I do feel that the planners at York City Council were simply trying to protect the Greenbelt, and it was not through malice that the condition was introduced, but they clearly got carried away, did not consider the wider implications of who and what they were stopping by introducing this type of condition. With planning appeals, experience matters. Our specialist appeals team, who handle over 2.5% of all planning appeals in England and Wales that are currently produced and submitted, start by producing a comprehensive and robust appeals statement. That in this specific case was 27 pages, just over 9,000 words. That's quite a big appeal, you know. It's important to detail in the appeal statement where the local authority failed in their assessment of the case and how and where possible both local and national policies apply in favour of the appeal. Additionally, if possible, bringing in similar cases that the Planning Inspectorate found in favour at appeal, which in this case would be rather difficult, but hey. Obviously, with the back catalogue we have of wins, we're able to use these cases and what the inspector said in them as additional argument to support the case we're working on. So we had to look at other similar types of cases and be creative. Recently, we had a client state that a competitor had said to them that they use our wins to help them produce their appeals. I suppose that's a compliment to our team, but obviously with that methodology it does not give them the underlying knowledge to be able to adapt arguments to specific cases. It's important to know that no two cases are the same and the arguments need to be produced for the specific case in hand. Once an appeal statement is completed, we send the documents to our client, asking them to check that they are happy for us to submit the case. If we need to add any additional information the client may have forgotten to previously supply us, it's done at this point and the case is then submitted to the Planning Inspectorate. It is vitally important that all documents and responses are submitted on time throughout the process, as failure to do so will result in the appeal not being successful. Something that we do hear about often when people attempt an appeal for the first time. Always ensure you use a professional who has considerable experience of appeals. It's worth asking them for some recent successful planning appeal case studies like the ones you find on our website. Due to the large number of cases we represent, we have a dedicated team that liaises with the Planning Inspectorate on a daily basis. For this appeal, an independent planning inspector from the Planning Inspectorate visited the site on the 23rd of January, and we're pleased to confirm the appeal was upheld and the permission granted on the 29th of March in an 8-page appeal decision notice. Now that's quite a large for a decision notice. Most of the time we look at between 2 and 4 pages. If you'd like to find out if we can help you with your planning appeal, complete our online form on our website www.planningappealsuk.com, and our new case support team will arrange for a free, no obligation consultation with one of our planning appeal assessment professionals. Thank you for taking the time to watch this planning appeal case study video, and I look forward to producing the next one very shortly. Thanks a lot. Bye.